Hello, book lovers, and welcome to A's Book Talk. Today, we're diving into a text that tackles a question humanity has grappled with for centuries. How do we achieve happiness? Forget fleeting moments of joy. We're talking about lasting contentment. We will explore some of the most important ideas contained in a series of writings by the ancient Greek philosopher Epicurus. Epicurus, born around 341, lived during a time of significant upheaval and change in the ancient world. The classical Greek city-states were declining, and Alexander the Great's empire had fragmented, leading to a period of political instability and social unrest. Epicurus sought to provide a philosophical framework for navigating this turbulent era, offering a path to tranquility and happiness in a world often filled with uncertainty and suffering. He founded his school, the Garden, in Athens, which welcomed people from all walks of life, regardless of their social status or gender. This was a revolutionary concept for the time, as philosophical schools were typically exclusive to the wealthy elite. Epicurus' teachings emphasized the importance of living a simple, virtuous life, free from fear and anxiety. He believed that by understanding the nature of pleasure and pain, individuals could make informed choices that would lead to a fulfilling and happy life. Now, let's explore some of the wisdom Epicurus offers us. Epicurus' Doctrines are a collection of core beliefs, offering a roadmap to achieving ataraxia, a state of freedom from emotional disturbance and anxiety, and aponia, the absence of physical pain. Offering core Alvo of leaving hail of zoo These might sound like utopian ideals, but Epicurus outlines a practical approach to attain them. The first, and perhaps most surprising, doctrine is his understanding of pleasure. Now, when most of us hear the word pleasure, we think of lavish banquets, extravagant parties, and endless sensual indulgence. But Epicurus argues that true pleasure isn't about excess, it's about moderation. He divides pleasures into two categories, kinetic and katastematic. Kinetic pleasures are the active, fleeting sensations we experience, like eating a delicious meal or enjoying a thrilling experience. Katastematic pleasures, on the other hand, are the stable, enduring states of contentment, like freedom from pain and anxiety. Epicurus argues that it's these katastematic pleasures that contribute most to lasting happiness. In essence, Epicurus is advocating for a life of hedonistic abandon. He proposes that we meet our most basic needs, nourishment, shelter, social connection, and then learn to appreciate the simple joys of life. This is a more effective strategy than constantly chasing after fleeting, intense pleasures that ultimately leave us feeling empty and unfulfilled. Another key element of Epicurus' philosophy is understanding and overcoming our fears, particularly the fear of death and the fear of the gods. He argues that death is nothing to be feared, because once it arrives, we no longer exist. There is no afterlife to worry about, no eternal punishment or reward. Death is simply the cessation of sensation, so it cannot harm us. As for the gods, Epicurus believed they existed, but were too remote and unconcerned with human affairs to warrant fear or worship. He saw them as beings of perfect tranquility, living in their own world undisturbed by the troubles of mortals. By dispelling these fears, Epicurus aimed to free people from the anxiety and superstition that plagued their lives. Furthermore, Epicurus emphasized the importance of prudence, or practical wisdom, in making choices that lead to happiness. Prudence involves carefully considering the consequences of our actions, weighing the potential pleasures against the potential pains, and choosing the course that will ultimately lead to the greatest balance of happiness in the long run. It also involves recognizing the limits of our desires and understanding that not all pleasures are worth pursuing. Some desires are natural and necessary, such as the desire for food and water. Others are natural but unnecessary, such as the desire for extravagant meals or luxurious possessions. And still others are neither natural nor necessary, such as the desire for fame, power, or wealth. Epicurus argued that we should focus on satisfying our natural and necessary desires, while avoiding the pursuit of unnecessary and potentially harmful ones. So, what can we learn from Epicurus today? What timeless lessons can we take away from these ancient doctrines? Firstly, we can embrace simplicity. We live in a world that constantly bombards us with messages telling us that we need more possessions, more experiences, more recognition. Epicurus reminds us that true happiness is not found in acquiring more, but in appreciating what we already have. Slow down, savor the simple moments, and cultivate gratitude for the good things in your life. Secondly, face your fears. Don't let anxiety and superstition control your life. Question your beliefs, challenge your assumptions, and seek out knowledge and understanding. By confronting your fears, you can free yourself from their grip and live a more authentic and fulfilling life. Thirdly, cultivate meaningful relationships. Epicurus believed that friendship was one of the greatest sources of pleasure. Surround yourself with people who support you, encourage you, and share your values. Invest time and energy in nurturing these relationships, and you will find that they bring you immeasurable joy and contentment. Ultimately, Epicurus' philosophy is a call to take control of your own happiness. It's a reminder that we have the power to shape our own lives, to choose our own values, and to create a world that is filled with meaning, purpose, and joy. Thank you for joining A's Book Talk today. I hope this exploration of Epicurus' doctrines has inspired you to think differently about happiness and to live a more intentional and fulfilling life. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more book recommendations. What are your thoughts on Epicurean philosophy? Share in the comments below. Until next time, happy reading.